Welcome back, Amiibros, to Bioshock. In the last episode, we discovered a way to free ourselves from Fontaine's control by drinking a formula known as Lot 192. Unfortunately, the dosage that was at Tannenbaum's apartment was taken by Fontaine's men. Good news is, we finally killed Sander Cohen, so hey, Rapture has one less nutcase to worry about. In this episode, we'll be making our way to Fontaine's penthouse and collecting that dosage of Lot 192 to free us from his control. I mean, life seems so simple with my fake memories. I miss my farm life. No, I'm just kidding. As you saw right there, if I tried to electrocute that security turret, I would cause unnecessary damage to myself because that turret is located within a body of water, so you won't be able to hack it. So what you want to do is you want to stand on the stairs and electrocute the portion of water where the security turret is, so you don't have to worry about getting shot while you try to hack that safe. I made that mistake plenty of times, so this time while recording, I was like, nuh-uh, you ain't getting me twice. But in other news, we finally used Hypnotize Big Daddy, and yeesh, look how much Eve that took up. It took up a whole bar. Ugh. Well, on a more positive note, we finally get to see what Hypnotize Big Daddy does. So you hurl the green pustule, I think it's called. I think that's what the Bioshock wiki calls it. But you hurl it at a Big Daddy, and for a limited amount of time, they are under your control. Pretty much acting like a bodyguard. And depending on the Big Daddy you have, if it's a bouncer, they'll charge at the enemy. But if it's a Rosie, they'll shoot at it. Word to the wise, I recommend you hypnotize a Rosie Big Daddy, as again, they're the ranged Big Daddies, as I'll keep saying throughout this entire playthrough, and they're a lot better equipped, or they're better equipped to handle oncoming threats. Actually, funny enough, for this portion of the game, while we're suffering from Code Yellow, I would say plasmids like Enrage, Security Bullseye, and Hypnotize Big Daddy are really helpful for this level. I mean, I know I don't use, or I know I haven't used Enrage or Security Bullseye a lot throughout this playthrough, but just because I don't use it, that doesn't mean you don't have to use it. Play your own way, that's what I say. I won't judge. Out loud anyway. Ah, heart attack again.
Hate to see you this way, kid. Hell, I was there when you were born. You ever have a dog you gotta put down? Breaks your heart.
For the longest time, Fontaine always loved the book Old Yeller. Anyway, if you're wondering why I'm arming myself to the teeth and constantly looking back at the Rosie, well, it was because during a failed re-recording of Olympus Heights, I actually got put in a corner by the Rosie Big Daddy while it was working for me, and I guess by getting in such close contact with him, it pissed him off enough that he got pissed at me and started attacking me. And me being caught off guard by this, I was eventually killed and had to restart the recording. So that was no good. So while re-recording this portion, I guess re-recording, I think, whatever, doing it over again, I decided, you know what? In case he breaks control, or when he breaks control and he gets pissed at me, I'm just going to arm myself to the teeth, and I'm going to be ready for this fucker. Spoiler alert, and fortunately for me, he doesn't attack me, which is very, very nice. No? I mean, I know I had to hypnotize this Rosie, but I like to think we're starting to become close friends. You know, he follows me everywhere, even to the bathroom. He doesn't help me wipe, thank God, but, you know. But after inputting the code for that keypad, I want to head right back to Sander Cohen's home and pick up a few things. I forgot to go to this portion of his room, and nothing of note, but hey, we pick up a first aid kit and some enzyme samples, which will help us create a few things in the UN vent station. I'm not sure if we can create any more plasmids, but hey, it's always nice to have. Yeah, that's the unfortunate aspect. After Fort Frolic, there aren't really any more not plasmids, but there aren't any more tonics to create anymore, which kind of feels like a wasted opportunity. I feel like you could have created a few more tonics in the UN vent station, but hey, I guess they wanted to put them outside in the levels for you to explore. Well, with that being said, let's head up to Fontaine's penthouse.
To save the world entire. I made a place for the children here, but it is you who are their savior. Will you stop here, or will you deliver them from this terrible city at long last?
Don't count your chickens before they hatch, Tannenbaum. We still gotta kill Fontaine first. So, until that's done, I ain't saving anybody. Which I know sounds like a very dick move of me, considering that I've rescued every little sister I've come across, but, you know, hey, priorities, man. As you saw right there, me using electric bolt on that thuggish splicer didn't exactly work because he's electrified, no shit. So we gotta take him out the old-fashioned way. The good old security turret that he's been working on. Or my handy-dandy wrench. No, it's the mighty wrench, not handy-dandy. Handy-dandy is its pre-evolved form. Probably shouldn't have destroyed that security camera, but hey, it was annoying me. And I don't like things that annoy me. Oh, there's that thugger splicer. And there he goes. What is this in the middle of, like, the entrance leading up to Fontaine's penthouse? Is it like a sand garden or something? I always wondered what it was.
I'm gonna miss this place. Rapture was a candy store for a guy like me. Guys who thought they knew it all. Dames who thought they'd seen it all. Give me a smart mark over a dumb one every time.
Gotta say, Fontaine, you got a really nice place here. I mean, it certainly speaks to your wealth and status in Rapture before everything went to shit and you and Ryan had a falling out, but hey, looks very nice. I'd probably kill to have a place like this. In real life, anyway. Nah, I'm kidding. I mean, look at this. You got a perfect dining set right here, though those flowers could use some water. And look at that, you got a full-ass library, you got a bear statue that is in no way overcompensating for something. I mean, look at this place. Next, we're about to raid your liquor cabinet. You may have control over me, Fontaine, but I can tell you right now, I have control over your alcohol! Okay, wait, we're not going to drink it just yet, because we got to hack this safe first. And what do we find in said safe? Liquid nitrogen and some Eve hypos, as well as some money! Let's celebrate by drinking! Boy, it's a good thing I have Booze Hound equipped, otherwise my Eve meter would be depleted just from this room alone. I mean, like I said, Jack's liver has got to be killing him right now. And keep in mind, he's not as old as he appears. Remember, Jack has been genetically modified from a baby to an adult in a matter of, I want to say, 2 to 3 years. So technically, Jack is 3 years old and he's downing all this alcohol like it's nothing. Yeah, Bioshock has like the youngest protagonist, or Bioshock 1 specifically has the youngest protagonist in the series. Kind of expected that trap bolt to hurt me. I was drunk after all and using telekinesis. But over here we collect electric flesh too. Pretty much we do more damage with electrical attacks and take less damage from electrical attacks. So pretty nice. But right here we see the portion of lot 192. Bottoms up.
Yes, the compound is taking hold. The effects of the mental suggestion are now gone, but there will certainly be side effects.
We trade one problem for another. We are no longer suffering from code yellow, but now our plasmids are on a roulette wheel.
Lot 192 has reorganized your entire plasmid structure. I should have known you would need a larger dosage. You'll have to locate another dosage to fully remove the effects.
Good. Now go find Suchong's lab in Artemis Suites. In there, no doubt there will be more of this Lot 192.
Our plasmids have taken a real hit, huh? Not only are we relegated to using one plasmid for a limited amount of time, but the next plasmid is chosen at random. Not only that, but we can't go to Gatherer's Gardens anymore to buy any more plasmids because, you know, our plasmid structure is kind of spazzing out right now, so that's no fun. Good news is, though, is that we are still able to use gene banks to switch around our tonics, so that portion of Lot 192 hasn't organized our genetic structure too much. Not only that, but plasmids that get switched out can be plasmids that we have yet to buy at a Gatherer's Garden. For example, say I'm using Target Dummy for right now, which is a plasmid we have acquired. That'll switch out into something like Incinerate 3, which we haven't bought yet. See right there, I had Winter Blast, even though I've never bought Winter Blast, and unfortunately I wasn't able to use it at that point. But yeah, we now have a chance to use plasmids we've never even bought before, and we get to try them out for a limited amount of time, which is pretty damn cool, I gotta say. I mean, back when I first did my first couple playthroughs of Bioshock, I remember hating this section because, you know, I had something going, I had a playstyle that I was a fan of, and now switching out to something that I don't have a say in is kind of bothersome, and it completely goes against the overall message of what the game is trying to say. You know, that choices affect gameplay. The choices you make affect gameplay. But playing it now, or playing it recently, I've actually grown to appreciate this portion of the game. Because another big thing about Bioshock is that when it comes to your plasmids especially, the game wants you to be creative with them. The game wants you to test out everything and see what works best for you. You know, I mentioned way early in the playthrough when we were still at Medical Pavilion, when Enrage was available to us, that I never really utilized it all that much, because I didn't find it useful to me. Well, as we're going to see with this Nitro Splicer, I end up using it, and it actually helps a little bit. It's one of the reasons why I think Enrage can help you very much in this level when you're suffering from Code Yellow. And examples like that can make you appreciate plasmids you've never tried before, and can help when you do multiple playthroughs to give them another chance. You know? I mean, take it from me, like I said, I did not like this portion of the game. You know, and there's a chance you may still not like this portion of the game. But who knows? If it can help you grow an appreciation for plasmids you've never tried before, or you never wanted to try, then hey, there's some good in that, I feel. And we now have access to Incinerate 3, and as you can see, it's quite the fucking leap from the basic embers that we had way back in Medical Pavilion. Not sure we should be inventing stuff with our hands on fire, as I feel that'll probably ignite some things, but I like to live dangerously. But as we'll see here, we'll see what happens when we go to a Gatherer's Garden. Tannenbaum will actually prevent you from accessing it, as we'll see right now. Come on.
It is too dangerous to re-engineer your plasmids in the state Fontaine has put you in. You'll just have to make do with what you have.
Okay, Tannenbaum. Aww. I mean, my hand's on fire, which isn't too bad. Okay, now my hand's emitting a green pustule. I hate this. Tannenbaum, please! I want to buy stuff at the Gatherer's Garden. Come on! Well, what I was trying to do right there before we head into Apollo Square for the next part is I was trying to find a gene bank to see if I could access any of my tonics, but no dice. We'll have to wait till the next area, which, next time on Bioshock, we'll be heading into Apollo Square to find the next portion of Lot 192. See you guys then.
These sad saps. They come to Rapture thinking they're gonna be captains of industry. But they all forget that somebody's gotta scrub the toilets. What an angle they gave me. I hand these mugs a cot and a bowl of soup, and they give me their lives. Who needs an army when I got Fontaine's Home for the Poor?